And welcome back to Blood Rush League here. Now, this is our first round, first match of round one actually, and it's gonna be pretty interesting. And we're off to a pretty interesting start. We're having Rapture versus Napad. Pretty interesting first match actually, and we're having Flicks on the nurse. This is Rapture's pick of killer here. And yeah, Flick's just opting to cross map here, and I do want to say that this map is a pretty interesting choice of map for Nurse here. And tonight, I will be joined by Tavi, and Tavi, say hello, give us your thoughts on this map, and commentate on this chase that's going on at the moment.
Yeah, well, for me it's evening, so good evening, chat, and everyone out there in the fog. We are heading into Sanctum of Wrath 1. This is a map with a choke point. It's similar to Asval's resting place. We know that map is one of the classic choke point maps, and Nurse opting to leave the chase on the Nancy, using the Kanag's last breath or whatever it's called, to get the undetectable, now chasing the Lara. This is, I think, going to be in the uncorrupted section of the map. So it's probably more favorable getting a nice 2-tap on the lava right now. And we'll probably just picking up getting some value out of the Thrilling Tremors, one of the perks chosen by Rapture. I I think this is quite a solid build and quite a solid start for Rapture's mess.
But we do see a pretty interesting build overall. We have our Corrupt and Pop, pretty standard stuff, and I think that is... I'm not entirely sure what the perk on the mid left does, but I know the perk on the top is this
Mid lane.
Discordance. Pretty interesting
Yeah,
choice though,
Thrilling
Discordance.
Tremors.
Oh, it's Drilling
Thrilling Tremors
Tremors.
blocks generators for 16 seconds when you pick up a survivor. So that means
Ah!
you get information on what
Oh
gens are
yeah, it
being
picks
worked.
it blocks gens that are active. Alright. So obviously gonna need to like call when they go down so that everyone can hop off the gens for a second so they don't get free info. Pretty interesting stuff so far, and we have a really good start from Flix here. We're just gonna sit around main, make sure no one crosses to get this pull, and if we manage to secure our survive the second year, that's gonna be a really good start.
I think that's exactly what Flix is trying to do. Being a chokehold map, we could see Flix is just sitting on top of the main building looking for anyone trying to cross into this section where the lava is hooked. Now, I would assume that the Deliverance survivor is already stealthing here and the other two survivors are working generators, but it's hard to tell without having more information.
Ooh,
But I think
yeah.
this lava is just gonna hit second. Yeah. Oh no, this is the probably the Deliverance
I
survivor.
wonder if this is Ellie.
Let's see though.
This is probably is. And
Probably is, but the
we're
Nia
not gonna
will take
bother
the
to
trade.
pick. We're not taking the
Yeah.
trade. We're going for a ton of lot. Fair enough from Flix, especially considering that, you know. Oh, nice
Oh, what a
DH.
dead hard. Very patient there with the dead hard. Yeah,
Oh.
it will allow this lava maybe to make edge map. And as I say
Oh,
that, a
we've
generator
lost,
pops from the
we've lost our
distance.
Lara. Lara has Lucky Break, I believe. Oh, and we do see a
Yeah,
crow
that's a lucky
set off in
break.
the tile. Oh, and we have eyes on Lara again. I wonder if Lara will be able to lose line of sight here, and if she does, then, you know, that'll be huge.
Yeah.
I
Nia
really...
just got picked up. I'm not sure if that was from Unbreakable or
Oh,
not. As we say, the second generator pop in the distance. I think that must have been the Unbreakable popped on the
god
Nia.
damn.
So
Flix is really impatient here.
the survivors have made a pretty good comeback. Just from the start, I think the nurse was doing a pretty textbook start, and the Lara was in a pretty bad position. But the dead hard and the lucky break allowed them to make it across the entire map of the Sanctum of Wrath. This is quite impressive for my Lara. This means that actually the section that this hook is going to be in is going to be quite devoid of generators. So the survivors will now get a reset off Nancy, and we'll be looking to see what they can do about this Lara, who is probably going to be our first kill of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we're hooked right underneath main. Flix can just sit around main, watch for people, and, you know, pressure people off their gens. Because, after all, this is the nurse. You can just blink on a gen, and then easily blink right back.
Yeah. Luckily for our survivors, the strong add-on, the busted one that allows you to teleport
Blink
back
back.
to your first blinking. Yes, that one. I don't know what it's called. Whatever. Some last breath. That one is banned. So we won't be seeing any of that stupid action. Oh, but that is a blast mine on Ace's gen. It will buy an extra 5 seconds for the survivors to do whatever they wish. And Flicks maybe looking for the Ace now, looking edge map, seeing if maybe they could get a free tag before heading back to Lava's Hook.
Yeah, I think we're just heading back to Lara. Oh, never mind. We get eyes on Ace at the last second. Oh, we should have just stayed at the Lara's hook here. And now we have
Yeah,
FTP,
that
so
was
chasing Lara
perfectly
isn't
timed.
exactly going to be an easy task. Yeah, I think at this point, Flix is just going to go for more freshes over anything.
Yeah, and that being said, Spitz now does take the chase. I do know Spitz. I've watched his streams. He's Survivor Fatigue eternal. It's incredible watching him play and his ping. But unfortunately, he will just get two taps by our Nurse Flicks here. And I think this is in the 3 gen, but really, it's not much of a 3 gen. But I'm not sure. I'll have a bit of a look. So we got. Oh no, okay, that's not a 3 gen anymore. I take that back. As a generator pops in the distance, we'll be seeing Ace on first hook. And yeah, well, this nurse really has no information for off at the moment.
Ooh, yeah, we're now going on Nancy here. We got a bit of a bug here. We're hearing the sounds you'd normally hear when you're on hook as a survivor. That's a bit awkward, but that's fine. Nancy here just running edge map to a completed gen. Pretty good spot to have a chase at. Our survivor
That's
team is
live, I
on
think.
the ball, dude. Like, considering that this wasn't Napad's pick, they're doing a pretty good job here. 3 stages, 2 gens. This is looking a lot like outs. As I say that, we do have it down on Nancy, but that shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah, and as we're saying that, trying to get as many freshers out, I'm expecting the resets to occur on the injured survivors, which is exactly what happened onto Spitz. Spitz gets reset. Nia was the player for the people who the broken status just did wear off a little bit ago. So I'm expecting to see a reset on them as well, as we see the nurse take their pop value on the high progress generator.
Do you
Looking
notice the
edge map for them.
bloodstains? Oh no!
I did
I think
not
that is our
either.
last
And Nia
fresh.
goes down. However, I think this is our deliverance. Remember, this Nia did come in with a flashlight
Yeah. Let's
as
see
an
what our
item
survivors are up to
onto
while we get hooked. Ooh, we've got one gen that's pretty close.
Yeah, and our nurse knows it too because of our thrilling tremors. They also get information from Discordance. I think Discordance is one of the best picks on the nurse on these kind of choke maps here, allowing the pop to get a lot of value right now. This is a high progress generator. 20% of this will be nearly max pop value. And as I say that, the unhook happens and they start doubling another generator, which is the other generator that this nurse has popped. So now they're kind of between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, this Nia just used deliverance. Off that, now just getting tapped on the edge of the map. I think Unless will decide to slug here, or maybe not.
And
Heading back
now
for the
Killer is
pickup,
making a
perhaps.
comeback. Have you just noticed that? Like, we have 2 survivors in Death Hook now, I believe, after the hook on Anya comes through. So, like, it started off in the Killer's
That's true.
favor, and then we had a survivor comeback, and now our Killer's on the way to make a comeback into a 4K with 1 result. But as I said earlier, this isn't the Napat's pick, so I'm not getting the best
Blast
result.
Mine again.
Blast Mine getting a lot of
Spitz
value
showing
on
the
this
Blast Mine.
game.
Yeah, and that allows them to pop the generator in the distance, which is the other one that got popped at like 99%. Seeing that done is quite good for the survivors, meaning that really they can pressure anything at this moment. They could even let this Nia die on hook.
Look,
This
the
nest
Scolders
really
proc. The
needs to look
Scolders
okay.
procking across the map. I don't think they want to cross right now. They just want to double gen across the map and secure that while letting Ward die, maybe? Or they might come in for a last second trade.
I think I would disagree with you. I think they're completely happy to let Ward die here. It's just death hook. There's no reason, really, I think, for this nurse to secure the death here. They could be going for a lot more. And as I say, that Spitz is hiding in the corner, perhaps for the unhook here, seeing if the nurse will leave to the other side of the map to try and get some more stages on our survivors here.
Yeah, and that's just happy sitting around hook here. I think this is just gonna end up being a 7th stage. I wonder if Ace is still sitting around or just... Oh, Ace is just breaking away towards the gate, so this is most likely gonna end in a 7th stage result. And I mean, right as I was saying, the Killer's on the way to make a comeback. The last 2 gens pop, and these survivors are most likely gonna see a 3 out. Pretty insane stuff for Nurse, especially considering that our survivor team didn't even pick Nurse. Pretty good stuff. And yeah, this is a 7th stage result locked
very
in.
Impressive performance.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add?
I think it was just quite solid gameplay from the survivors. They were stealthing well, they were resetting well, they're just doing gens efficiently. I think it will be up to Rapture now to see what they can do as a survivor set as we head into a short intermission. Welcome back, everyone, to Blood Rush League Season 2, Round 1. This is Rapture versus Napad. Napad's killer now. This is not their pick. Napad on the nurse on Sanctum of Wrath 1 versus Rapture's survivors. Now, we'll be seeing Hein on the nurse, looking to see if anyone is crossing to the uncorrupted side of the map, holding the classic choke point of our Sanctum map, and now deciding to leave, checking deep in the map to find our first survivor.
And I mean, we're just looking around corrupt places. And okay, something really interesting I want to say is, even though this wasn't the past pick, the other survivor side popped off. The survivor side managed the seventh stage, Rapture's killer. So all Hane really has to do is get 8 stages. Now, whether Hane can do that is yet to be seen, but we'll be able to find out in short order. Actually, right now as we speak, as the match is being played out. And I mean, we've got a pretty weird corrupt. We've got split corrupt. It's a little bit of an awkward start for Hane, possibly. And you know, Hane just when we just spotted our first survivor about now.
Yeah, this is quite late into the game. We can see the co-op timer is around 2/3 of the way through. It's been 80 seconds as to find this first survivor. It's taken that long. This already counts towards other survivors repositioning across the map, starting generators, and so on. Our ace deciding to, I think, run edge map here, and just understanding this is the correct place to die against an S tier killer like Nurse. Now, Hein will be seeing his first down around 2 minutes into the game, and we'll take Professor Rhyme playing as Ace here into the basement of the shack. And yeah, we'll just see how the game will play out from here.
And yeah, I mean, considering that this is a basement hook, Hine, this is gonna be a little bit hard to save. If Hine's nearby when this pull happens, I mean, Hine could just like body block Rhyme from getting out. Also, I like to say that Rhyme's a pretty good survivor. He's the guy that makes all these check spot videos, and Hearts likes to rizz him up. And we have our first gen pop in. We have Rancor on the build. Ooh, I just noticed that actually.
Yeah, Vankor is our information perk of choice for Hein in this match. I think an information perk on this map is quite crucial, as you can tell where the survivors are, maybe crossing the map or on certain generators. As I say that, Hein gets another very nice blink onto Ryan playing Zarina here, as Ryan decides to run into our Orman tile here, taking the down. And let's see if Hein decides to slug.
Yeah, Hine's slugging here. I think he's going back to hook, and as when we see scratchies, we see a pull coming through. Oh, the scenario which I said just now happens. Where
And that's our injured survivor. Yeah, that's
nearby,
our injured survivor on the gen, I think.
Yeah.
So he knows where everyone is. This is quite crucial information.
He's just waiting out Rhyme's BT here. Really, really smart play, and yeah, he counts it correctly, runs it down, gets this quick down again. Ryan does get up, but I don't think that was Yubi. There would be no reason to proc Yubi now, which would probably mean that someone had to go out of their way to pick up Ryan, which would mean that they don't really have that much gen pressure. Also, I just want to say that Rhyme's going to be on Death Hook now, so if we tunnel out Rhyme quickly, then I feel like this is definitely winnable. 8 stages.
Yeah, this is a similar position that our Rapture nurse was in last game. They had around a death hook at around the same point in time and generators that our survivors are at, but crucially, they did not have that many injuries across the board. Now, these survivors will be looking to heal these injuries and reset them. On this map, with this mid hook, you can be caught out of position extremely quickly against a nurse. Now, again, this hook in the middle, I failed to point out, is quite a crucial hook. Hein can pretty much camp any generator from here and just make it back to hook quite quickly. And as I say that,
injured survivor edge map.
Yeah,
Oh, that
we
is
find
so
our
unfortunate.
injured, I think Vine, sorry, not Vine, Ryun here on the edge map. No, this is not Ryun. Sorry.
I kind of thought this was Al's arena as well, so that was my bad on my part as well. But yeah, that will be Fasty going down quite third stage that we get to sneak in here. We do see Paul coming from Ryan,
yeah.
so... Oh, and the FTP from Crow. Yeah, I just feel like Ryan's sitting on a gen somewhere while Crow and Rhyme are trying to, like, play for Rhyme's life right now.
Yeah, it's quite difficult, but they do manage to get the reset on Ryan. I think Ryan had a medkit on him when he was being downed the first time, so that was probably a self-reset. So now I think the survivors have done pretty well to get out of that previous situation where we had the death hook in the middle of the map. But now we see Scratchies and Crows fly off. This is our injured Adam, now probably taking our next chase.
Yeah, we are already 4 stages in, so we are halfway to our win con, and we still got 3 gens, a pretty good comeback from a really, really slow start. Only, getting our first down about 2 minutes in, and getting into chase when Corrupt was third left on it, yeah. Yeah, we're just going back towards main here, and because Ryan reset, we know that they've got really little gen pressure on the board here. Like, early on, we had, like, 2 people, one pulling, one was just pulled and FTP'd. Ryan was just reset, and we were chasing our final survivors, so... Yeah, there goes that. And now we know where survivor is because it told him to cleanse as well, and that
Oh,
should
but
be
this is our death
Ryan.
hook. He just found the death hook survivor. This is the chase that wants to be taken here. Now oh
No,
wait,
this
maybe
is not our death hook. This
is
is
that
not our
is that
ace.
not our ace?
Yeah, that is our
This is
Zarina
our
here.
Vern here. Okay, well, pardon me for being mistaken. This is Rion in chase. He has not been hooked. This is our fresh. Securing a kill on him would be 7 stages. Now that I don't think would be enough to win the game.
Yeah,
So
that
Hein
would
would
be a
need to go for.
tie, and that would force a restart of the set.
It would be. It
Oh,
would be enough to get a
unfortunate.
Typhon.
I mean, if Hein gets like Ryan, and then just goes away, and I don't know, plays for 3 more stages, that's it.
I think it's completely possible. Just 8 stages in general should probably be quite achievable with oh my, but that's a generator. That is our healthy Deathhook Ace on the generator that looked to be about 90%. And let's see if Hein can stop this generator from popping.
He does
Yes,
stop
he
it.
can.
Okay, do keep in
wonderful.
mind he's got no pop ghost or Weasel though, and his rune is gone because it got cleansed, so that's very important. Also, I'd like to remind you that we've got Rancor in our back pocket here, so you know, it's pretty much 2 guaranteed additional stages here, if we can, you know, I mean, Crow's gonna be exposed, he's also Moriable, so this shuts down the possibility of going for save if there are 4 people left.
Yeah, if
But then also
Crow's
backs the
out
question
now,
of, if there are 4 people left, killing Ryan might not be enough, but we'll see.
I don't think killing Rion will be enough. We could
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that
killing
generator
Ryan
sometime.
alone wouldn't be enough. Like, we'd need a couple more stages and killing Ryan to secure this win here.
Yeah, and I I dare say that Rancor will not provide that much value in the end game since the nurse does not have the M1 ability effects to exploit the exposed status effect that the obsession would have from Rancor. So, Hein just deciding to secure second stage on Rion for perhaps heading back to the generator, which he knew was on high progress. We can see our ace was starting to run and stealth away from it. So
Also, we've got a
we'll
bit of a
just be-
spec bug. Our killer's currently at 6 stages, so a little bit unfortunate bug.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate bug indeed. But we find our ace here, who is now stealthing and playing for his life on this Paladin, seeing what he can do to break line of sight with the nurse. And is this Lucky Break? Yeah, I think this is Lucky Break in action, but he's spotted edge map now, so I think this will just be his last chase. Generator does pop in the distance, that is quite good for the survivors, but Rion is still on hook. So
Okay,
they need
so
to
if
do
we
something.
hook Ryan, we will be 7 stages in. And Crow's worth 2 stages, so, you know, pretty much we could just Mori Crow and be done with it. After hooking Ryan and
Yeah,
securing him
so-
to death. But realistically, he might just go for 4k1 here. I feel like that's definitely possible. Like, you know, we're now in a 3v1
It's definitely
versus
possible,
Nurse.
yeah. I would agree. He's down to around 1 perk at the moment, as Rancor won't really provide as much value in the end game.
He does have Eruption up, but it's at 1 gen left, so, like, you know, he's not really getting that much value out of it here.
Yeah, the survivors have managed to split nicely, and they've split well enough to finally finish the Shack generator. Completing this last generator means that if they manage to get all the remaining stages out, I think there'll be a tie condition met.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit unfortunate if that does happen. I wonder if that is Crow or Fasty that we have here. Oh, that is our Adam! Oh, this is gonna be really, really interesting. Oh, the gate's right there, though.
Oh, but can they get out though? But
No, they cannot!
can't they get out?
They can just stop Mori right now! Wait, why is he just Moriing? Okay, that's
I'm
a
not
bit
sure.
interesting.
I think
we
he'll
could
just take the Mori right now.
Oh, he's taking the pick! Either way,
You'll have to go
it's
for
still the
body
win,
block.
it doesn't matter. Mori or pick. Oh. A little
that's,
bit greedy. Please just
yeah.
take the hook, I'd appreciate it.
But yeah, I think this does secure the win for our nurse here. So very well played to Napad for securing the win.
Wait, do we get this
condition.
pick? Oh my god, we
Oh,
do!
but Ryan just gets.
Ryan
Wow, he
just
misjudged it.
a little bit of cheekiness from Ryan not paying off. I think that gives our killer 1 more stage, which would total into 10 stages, I believe.
Regardless, this was a win for our Napad team in the first set, playing Nurse on the Sanctum of Wrath. Now, I think both teams showed pretty well the good counterplays and good splitting that the set can provide. And yeah, I think we just see Napad get on top in this one.
Oh yeah, and considering that Napad won this set, which wasn't their pick, my eyes are now peeled for them. I'm rooting for them, and now that we're going on to their set of choice, I'd expect them to have practice for the set really, especially harder than this set, I'd imagine. So I'm really looking forward to see what Napad can do in their set of choice, which would be the Mastermind. And Mastermind's another really fun set to watch, just like Nurses. And even if the pad does lose the next set, we will have Demogorgon as tiebreaker, and Demogorgon is my personal favorite killer's casting. That'll be really fun as well. With all of that said, we will be back after a short intermission.
Welcome back, everyone, into our next set of Blood Rush League Season 2 Round 1. This is our Mastermind set on the Cold Tower 1. Pretty familiar territory for a lot of comp players out there, but we'll be seeing, I believe this is Bolitar on the Mastermind, heading into main building, seeing scratch marks, perhaps seeing if he can take the first chase on whatever survivor this is.
Yeah, we'll be finding out who this is in a second, and as we turn the corner, we will be seeing a Claudette. So that is Ryan, and I'd like to say that, Napad winning the Nurse set, that was pretty insane, and I'm looking forward to that Wesker set, and we're getting a really good early dash.
Wow,
to Ryan.
What a beautiful tag there onto Claudette being our Vyun here. We can see our Blood Favor perk has now just booted up and is active, but Claudette holding W will be able to make it to pounce outside of the influence of our Blood Favor. Bolitar missing the double dash on Claudette this time as they keep playing our Godfiller tiles next to Shaq.
I'd like to say that, the Blood Favor just booting up thing, it was up for some time, buddy. And, Ryan playing these check spots perfectly, and we're holding W. Would it pay off? No! It does not pay off! We go down here. Very, very unfortunate for Ryan. And our Blood Favor now boots up once again. And we get our first hook. Yeah, we're just breaking our first rocks.
Was on the bottom of the map is our first hook, and that means that really our generators, which had progress because our corrupt side was on the top side, oh wow, as I say that, the, I believe, middle generator of the map just gets completed. The top middle generator on the Cold Tower 1 usually is the one that you want to double first. So as soon as that Claudette was chased, they just started doubling it, I think, because really
we do spot on Fang starting at Shaq. Absolutely insane macro, insane stuff. Let's see if this is giving me another quick down here. Nah, Fang just keying it away from Shaq. Pretty smart play, I mean. Killer was busy holding up Dasher on the Shaq, so holding W is the natural play here. And you know what?
Yes,
Shaq in 5, nothing 5, nothing 3. Are we see crossing down to the pool, possibly? Yeah, we see Scratchy's 10, so we're just gonna sit around hook for a little while longer.
Yeah, I think Mastermind here, Bolitar, looking to just secure second stage as most comp killers do.
Oh, we've got
they
a
see the
flying off
10. But they will not make it before the second stage of the Claudette is made. So I think they will just sit gens and go for our last second trade. Now, I saw actually our Feng, when they were getting chased at Shaq, they had a flashlight and they were stealthing, not really doing anything. So I believe that is our Will Make It Survivor, which is the one that you would optimally want to go for the pull. As our ace takes attack on 11, our Mastermind just will scout the map and head back to hook to see if they can catch anyone rotating in a bad position.
We catch up the Fang in a bad position. Fang not going for this pull, instead just electing to get on a Gen 3. A little bit of an interesting play, and we see a second generator pop. Our survivors are actually getting gens done for Ryan's time on hook here, so that's good to see.
I think they will need to get this pull here. Although they do have a lot of generator progress, I feel like the Shaq palette is still up. There's still a good amount of potential for the chases to be extended. So having 4 survivors in the game would be ideal for Team Rapture. However, as the seconds tick down on Ryun's hook timer, that might not indeed be the case. Because, yeah, he's just only around 10 seconds away before he just dies.
I think this is definitely Ryan. They're just happy to let him die here.
Yeah, and it seems to be the case. They just do let him die. Ryun doing a bit of hook gymnastics, using the self-unhook available just to to bounce around a little bit on the hook
I
to
mean,
keep it fun.
it's
But
not actually allowed, but doing gymnastics with it, that's fine. And we do see a
yeah, the
fourth generator
gymnastics is
pop,
cool.
so Ward's pretty pressed for time at the moment, and our 3-gen split is absolutely atrocious for our killer as well. So maybe securing Ryan to death wasn't the play, especially considering that nowadays survivors get 70 seconds per hook stage, which is just like 20 seconds extra in total compared to what it used to be, which is just so much extra time in the context of competitive Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I feel like now our mastermind player here is making a bit of a mistake, just committing onto survivors that they see rather than opting to leave, perhaps finding an injured ace instead of the Fang. We can see that the additional health state and like just being able to track the Fang allowed this chase to go on for a lot longer than perhaps if
Ooh,
they
I
just
do
were getting
realize I
off
just
of the
noticed
map.
his killer as what I believe is coup de grace here. That is
It
such an
is indeed.
interesting perk choice, dude.
Coup
Also,
de
I'd
grace is
like
an
to say
interesting
that, we
purchase.
didn't use Paris at all on Ryan. A little bit unfortunate here, but that's fine. We did get Paris off onto our plotted here at the very least.
Our injured ace, though, doing a nice job of playing
Oh,
the main building
unfortunate
with
miss. If that was
underground
a hit, that
grinding.
would have been insane for our killer here.
Yeah, but this is really, I think, where the game starts. We have a 3v1, two injured, few gens, sorry, not few gens, main gen having probably high progress. The ace has been sitting it for quite a while. So now there's a bit of a sandwich situation for the killer. The survivors are pressuring from pretty much all sides, and the killer has to decide, what do I do?
Oh, and the
Oh my
coup
gosh,
de
coup
grace
de grace
value
coming
coming
in.
in. Absolutely huge. And we get another down. This is going to be another quick pain rush onto Professor Ryan here. I don't think this is going to be enough time for survivors to double check, although it is actually possible. We have to drag down all the
I
way
don't think
mid.
so. Yeah, I
Ooh,
don't think it will be
maybe?
enough time. No, I
Oh,
don't
we
think so.
see a survivor pre-leaving. That is not it. And we see Payrez hitting Shaq here. So we have 5 stages on the board at the moment.
I do
Pretty
have
good
to
stuff.
commend the survivors for committing that generator. Now, I did not think that that generator would come anywhere close to being finished, but really that looked to be around the 70% mark, the shack generator. So really that must have been around 90% as they left the generator and they got painters. So yeah, the survivors
Oh,
have
but it
a huge amount of
absolutely.
pressure, but
Oh my gosh. That is so well played by Ward here. I think that was a little bit of a ping hit, but nonetheless, still well played. Dashing around Professor Rhyme instead of actually dashing onto him to try to take down Rhyme's BT timer and actually get this down and not give him the free BT. Because, in such context, giving Rhyme BT would waste so much time. Time that Ward does not have right now.
yeah, and we can see that indeed the case. Our mastermind player does not even opt to kick the shack generator, which was on around 70% progress, meaning that, yeah, this game is onto the do or die situation for both sides, really. Mastermind has to be trying to play the macro as perfectly as possible to secure as many stages as he can so that their survival team can, well, he can set them up to get a good win, I guess, yeah.
I don't think committing around main is the play right now, but never mind. We see our Fang making a critical mistake, and this is our down onto Fang. This is our final threat. Oh, and as I said that, we do get the gen off.
Yeah, and this is not our thing. This is
Ooh, but
usually
both
now
survivors
getting
are
on hook,
injured though,
but
and we still have coup de
they're both
grace, and if
injured
we
and
double
fresh.
dash down to 6, it's still possible to, stop the gate from being opened right off split.
I think so indeed, but it's not really possible to say where this final survivor is. We saw scratch marks near one gate, and we don't really have any idea if the other survivor wants to get out or if they're stealthing for the unhook. But we
Oh, we
see
catching
our
Fang.
Fang here, and we double
Oh
dash.
no, we
No,
missed. I
very
think now
low.
we just run for the gate, and this was
That was
secure, I
critical.
believe. A 9.
This is a fresh hook.
Wait,
This is a
patience,
fresh hook out, I
patience.
believe.
Oh yeah, this is the hooks out. Yep, that's right. That is a 9-stage secure. I'd say not the best result, but also far from the worst result I've seen on the Mastermind. But yeah, we'll see
I've
how.
seen mastermind sets go real wild on the cold tower. I would say that I think 9 stages is quite solid, yeah.
Yeah, I mean 9 stages is like a pretty tame result, and by tame I don't mean that. It's just normal compared to what I've seen multiple times. But with that said, we'll be back after a short intermission with Rapture's Mastermind.
Welcome back, everyone. We are heading into the fog again, into the cold tower 1, as we have Ryun actually on our mastermind, playing for a 9 stage, I think 2 kills to tie this game. Now,
Yeah, 9
Ryun still
stages high,
hears.
10 stages to win, that would be correct. And we will be
Yep.
seeing
Okay.
right here, checking around main, our survivors are playing extremely aggressive. We're seeing scratch marks right off spawn, but we're not actually getting any tags yet. I mean, the
Yeah,
fact
and
that we've not gotten a tag yet, I mean, that already, like, shows that the Ryan's game is going a little bit slower than anticipated. But as I said, Carney is running to Godrock that doesn't actually have the pallet, so it's most likely
it's
gonna
just
be a
a rock
fast
then.
first tag. Yeah.
Oh, but he
Oh.
might make the pallet jump. Oh, nice
Ooh!
juke. Wonderful juke on the pallet gym to be able to avoid the Wesker dash, allowing this first chase to extend it a little bit more. Now, we do see the clock tick over into the halfway mark. 60 seconds for the first tag, breaking main door and one pallet. Could have been enough time maybe to see the first double generator, I would assume, to perhaps be completed. But yeah, we're still going to commit onto our Dwight here as he heads into the lower part of the map, which we call 5. Now, talking about this 5 area, we do see a corrupt here, which is quite interesting because he did spawn 7, and as the double generator completed in the background for our survivors, the first generator of the trial is now complete. And we'll see perhaps a body block on this survivor? No, we'll not.
Oh, we're seeing. Oh, we saw 2 more survivors on this gen, and they had to pre-leave. A little bit unfortunate that Carney brought Chase there. I'm not entirely sure if that was a miscall or if it was intended, but we'll find out. I mean, it's not really that big of a detail, but we see 2 survivors breaking away from this gen. We still got decent progress overall on this bottom gen, and yeah, we do have the classic 11, 12, 1, 3 gen, so we're gonna kind of need to break that at some point if we want to play for the win con on the survivor side of things.
Now, I believe Napad survivors. Oh, the swing through the pallet and missing. Our Napad survivors are going to be splitting up, trying to get back the lost bits of pressure that was taken by our 2 aggression perks. Pop Goes the Weasel and Cultural Pain Resonance, both of them used by Real on active generators.
Now,
As we
yeah,
see
doing a
Nia go
little bit
in
of a
for
run around the hook instead of directly pulling to avoid a trade. Instead, now we're gonna have all 4 survivors still up just for the little bit of extra times between downs. And Nia's extra 15-ish seconds in chase, that might have been huge, but unfortunately. Oh, we're not going to basement though. I think Shaq was pre-dropped, which would stop him from going into the basement. That's thankful. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah,
And so our
this is a
survivors.
Scourge Pain Resonance. This is the one that Dwight was on. Painres popped on it, so it's gonna pop again. And one of the generators was obviously Painres. It's just which one, because we know that the top mid gen has progress. Perhaps another one does. These survivors
I
have
wonder
been
if our
working
survivors
quite
are trying to
efficiently.
break up this 11, 12, 1, 3 gen, because we're seeing our survivors dying hard bottom. Oh, we hear main cranking. That's what it is. Bingo. We got our answer. We're breaking up this 3 gen, and we see a pallet drop here. Oh, and this is our injured Dwight.
It's not Dwight.
Position. Yeah, unfortunate. This might be a breakdown here. Oh, never mind. We're missing again. Oh, but
And
this is still going to be an M1, though.
He will just go down. Yes, he does not make our Sin car here, and he'll be put on the hook again. He was already hooked before, so it'll be the second stage for our Dwight here. Now, I believe what just happened, we saw the classic split. I think our survivors thought that our mastermind would camp the hook a little bit more, but Ryun decided to play aggressive, going towards the other side of the map and managed to find our Dwight, who was injured. But saying that, our main generator does pop.
Yeah, so we're now short of a 3
3
gen here.
Yeah, so it will be a bit difficult for Ryun to secure 4K, but remember, he does not need a 4K, he needs 10 stages, which doesn't really matter if all the gens pop, but just 10 stages would be enough to secure the victory for Rapture. So it means it would go into a 1-1 tiebreaker, as Dwight will be taking our next chase tunnel off. Dwight is the tunnel off, so we will probably be looking to see if we can preserve Dwight's little last bits of health states. Maybe with a few body blocks, I'm not sure.
Oh no. And this is Dwight's down. We have Dwight dead at 2 gens. We're gonna need to play into a 3v1 now, but at least our 3 gen split. Yeah, we do not have any 3 gens really. I mean, oh yeah, and we see mid pop. So we have an absolutely atrocious 3 gen split. This is definitely possible, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be really exciting to watch. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to see how the survivors will just play. I think they will try and play safely. They're just looking to get any kind of out as long as it's well like a
I mean,
fresh or
as long
whatever.
as they can,
They're looking to find it out.
yeah, as long as they can sneak like one fresh out, that's good enough to get the
That's
win.
enough, yeah.
Because yeah, because we need
That
to
would
get four
that would mean they
freshes,
lose a point.
like four fresh,
Exactly.
nine
So
stages tie. So we're just gonna sneak a fresh out somehow.
and yeah, again, this 3 gen being so atrocious and all 3 survivors being healthy means that Viewin can't really exert any kind of pressure. Now just
Oh,
sitting
and
at
we've got
green,
a
that's the
Jet
chase
already
on
at
Nia.
50 on 1, and the absolutely and really nice pre-leaving on that off side of main is not broken as well. Okay, we're gonna take some extra time breaking that, and I'd imagine our survivor currently sitting, currently like, 5? Yeah, they were 5 earlier, I'd imagine they're beyond that gen already.
Oh, but this is
Is that an
throw,
edge
mate.
trap throw?
No, edge
That
trap.
is huge, that is huge for our killer. That is huge,
But
huge
there's
for our
nothing
killer.
here. So yeah, this lava will just go down on the edge map on 11. This is in the 2 gen setup, but remember our Nia was on the 5 generator. So
Let's
there will
confirm
be
that
some
actually.
progress cracking.
We're not 100%, but high chances she is. Let's take a look here.
I think she was.
Yeah, let's just see. Yeah, she is, and we've got 50. So realistically, one is at 70. Oh, and she's going down 5. He's playing fully into Slugfest. Claudia needs to. Yeah, no, that's not Claudia. That's a Nia. Yeah, she's gonna have to pre-leave that. Run to a check here. And, oh, this is gonna open up a window for Hein to get picked up here. But at the same time, Claudette's gonna need to hold up Chase decently, because if Claudette goes down fast, then. Oh, I keep calling Nia Claudette. A little bit
That's
of
okay,
a
Heart.
oopsie.
So that's okay, Vino. I just called you Heart, so it's been a bit of a day for both of us. So we're heading into this mastermind set with a bit of tired minds, but
Oh,
it's okay.
no!
You're just getting robbed of a hit there, but does
Yeah.
manage to take the M1. Now,
Ooh.
I think good awareness by Ryun to begin the slug, knowing that really if he just commits onto
Wait, I don't think this is
time,
gonna be the
good
down
luck.
yet. It's just gonna be a throw, and that gives also survivors more
Yeah.
time to double 1, and we know 1 was 75 earlier.
Yeah, this might just be DCing one
Let's
pop
just
right
take a
now.
look.
Nia has been painless as well, so there's not
Oh,
gonna be
oh, we've got 1
Yeah.
survivor stealthing around. This is a fresh.
But yeah, the survivors know that this survivor's already been pain resonance before, so this generator will pop quite cleanly. So we will see if our survivors can manage to
We're
secure
dashing towards 1.
10
See if
stages
our
out.
survivor can get it.
But this is a 99 generator? I can't believe this.
Oh, it is, it is.
99ing the generator. Wow. To deny information, now the Claudette, they've managed to make the mastermind overcommit to the generator, which allows the unhook to safely occur because there was an injured survivor who unhooked. That means that if they could not get they could not get the unhook if like
No,
was
Hein just
alive.
needs to get out. Hein just needs to make it out.
Yeah,
Claudia
anyone
can also
pretty
make it
much
out.
get
Our
I mean.
Claudia's also fresh.
Anyone can get out.
As long as what's this new survivor's name? Lara or Claudia makes it out, we're fine.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much
Ryan is in a
anyone can get out at this
really,
point.
really rough pickle right now.
Wow, nice little dash there, but
Oh!
Lara understanding that.
Holy!
Nice juke. Yeah, I think we will be able to see a door open, and they'll probably coordinate to getting as many survivors out as possible.
I mean, I feel like they're just gonna be taking
now.
Claudette out. Yeah, Claudette goes out. That's the win secure because
And another
that's a
juice
fresh
from
out.
Lara.
Yeah, unfortunate. I wonder what one's
And
gonna
we
try
might
to
see a
do
hatch
here.
play
Though.
here.
Yeah, this is possible.
I think
Oh,
I
imagine.
think our Nia will wait the
No,
last
unfortunate.
second, but unfortunately,
Oh, we see Nia
that's it
around.
down.
Let's see what
However,
happens.
since the
Can we get
dashes
Nia?
have not recovered, I don't think it's possible. We also have the Unicorn Medallion, which will shorten the overall distance that the double dash will take, meaning that our Nia can safely get out, and this will be the victory to Napad, taking it 2-0 against Rapture in our final mastermind set on the Gold Tower. Now, I think it's been interesting match. These have both teams have had. Sorry, oh my gosh. Both teams have quite solid and experienced comp players, so I actually kind of enjoyed seeing how they tackle the problems of trying to get as many generators done and getting as many outs as possible. But Vino, what were your thoughts on the match?
I mean, my thoughts on the match is that like Napad just come in. They're really locked in, and don't get me wrong. Like Rapture, I'm looking at them. They're giving it their best shot, but I think Napad's just a better team tonight here, and like like the set was also so close, like a 8 stage and a 9 stage. Like that's like a 1 stage difference. Like it could have easily tipped the other way and gone into a tiebreaker set. I feel had Rapture survived was just played slightly better here. Actually, no, it would be the other way around. Yeah, actually, wait. My bad. If Rapture's Killers played a little bit better, got a little 2 more stages, tipped the skills in their favor, we could have gotten the tiebreak here. Yeah, it's been a long day for me. My bad for mixing up Rapture and Napad roles tonight here. And with that said, this will conclude our first matchup of round 1 of season 2 of Blood Rush League. We will be back, I believe, in about 2 days from now with 3 matchups in a night back to back. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that, and we will see you guys next time. Before we go,
See you
Talon, do
later.
you have anything to add?
I think yeah, Napad winning the 2-0 versus Rapture. Um, they kind of just went into the nurse game with a solid win condition, and then again the survivors. Say survivors. Hold on. Let me just check my notes here. Napad Mastermind. Yes, Napad's killer managed to get a 9 stage, which is I still believe is a solid result. So both times they've been able to go into the critical match knowing what to achieve, and they managed to achieve it nicely. So there's just yeah the win going towards them.
Yeah, but Rupture's not out yet though. There is a losers bracket catered to people who do lose their first rounds and second rounds or any round really. So yeah, Rapture's we're gonna see Rapture make a comeback to the losers bracket possibly, but we'll see about that.